Hi, everybody, Crafting Journey here. Oh my God, it's cold outside. Yeah. I probably said it yesterday, be careful what you wish for, but man, freezing. It's still snowing. It's been snowing since that day I cried about the snow. God looked at me and said, "She loves snow. We're going to give her some." So I have Alice in the Bottle in front of you today because um, 'cause Deanne, one of my subscribers, commented that, she says, I see a gap in your door back there. And yes, there's a gap in my door. I rent here, and I was showing the landlord something about, the siding that goes over that gap kept coming off, and I said, "Could you just send somebody over to nail it?" She's like, "Nah, just take it off." So she just rips it down, but you can see there's insulation in that hole. So I thought it was okay. But so last night, Deanne, in her suggestion, she said, you probably got a lot of air coming in through there. So last night, after Tootsie went out for the last time, I packed up everything. My diamond painting is on the dining room table, because I did notice yesterday that glue was not as sticky as I would like it to be, and I thought perhaps it was the temperature of the room. Now this has been in the room all night. It's sticky, but what I did was after Tootsie went out for the last time, and bless her heart, she didn't want to come in. She loves it out there. I couldn't get her in the house. She wanted me to go out and play with her in the snow, and I'm like, no, not happening. So after I got her in, I put you can see back there, there's a heavy blanket. So I put that heavy blanket up against the bottom part of the door, because boy, you could feel the air coming in there. And so I ran my hand over where that gap is in the door, and towards the top it was fine, but towards the bottom where you see the towel now that towel, I could feel the cold air. So I pushed the towel in there, and it worked. The room was warm this morning. I've got the heater on because my little Jakey, he loves the heater, and I want it to stay warm. So I didn't want to move everything back, because I might decide tonight I want to work on the other painting out there in the dining room. I don't know. I didn't move the light pod, as you can see, but anyway. So let's work in here today with Alice in the Bottle, shall we? Okay. I don't know what you guys are doing in this weather. Yesterday I did bundle up. I put on these boots I haven't worn in forever. So getting these boots on was a trick. I'm like, trying to get the zipper up, and cramp. And the dog is looking at me like, "What are you doing?" Because Tootsie, of course, was waiting. She knew I was going somewhere, so she's waiting by the door like, "Hurry up, Mom, hurry up. Come on, we gotta go. So I'm trying to get dressed. So I get my boots on, I find the gloves, the hat, the jacket. Like, I look like that person from that little boy from the movie Christmas Story, where he's like, that's what I look like. So I'm walking out to the car, and all my stuff. I actually left the door open. I went out, warmed up the car, left the back, because Tootsie was running around outside. So I left the back door of the car open so she could jump in when she gets cold. So that's when I came back in and put on all my stuff. So now I'm walking out to the car, and I'm looking around to see where Tootsie is, because I'm pretty sure she's not in the car yet. And I look in the back seat, and there she is. She's waiting for me. Like, what are we waiting for? Let's go. All right, so I went to the hospital and grabbed my, I'm just looking to see if my other, the other pen that I wanted is not here, but we'll make do with this one. So I had to go in and get my prescription. So, of course, there were no parking spaces close to the hospital, and I'm like, I am not walking over hill and dale to go in and pick up a freaking prescription. So I just parked in the front of the hospital where it says patient dismissal. I figure they ain't going to tow my car because it's here for 5 minutes. And they didn't, of course. So I go in, pick up my prescription, and that was it. It was uneventful, but, I had gone through this one particular intersection at the corner of Broadway and, well, you guys don't know, maybe some of you know the town, I don't know. But Broadway goes all the way downtown. So I get off the interstate, and then there's Broadway. So, and I very carefully went into that intersection. I made sure, like, when the light turned green, that everybody else was stopping, because I didn't want to get hit. So I very carefully made my turn and then proceeded to go to work. But on the way back, ambulances, fire trucks, the whole 9 yards, right where I had been so cautious. And it was like a 4-car pileup. I mean, these cars were just crunched. I don't know what happened, but they were just mangled. So, of course, I just went on my merry way home. Oh, I stopped at this place, this authentic taco place. I wanted Taco Bell, and I thought, now let me try this authentic taco place, because there are apparently a lot of Latin people in this little area of town down the road here where this authentic taco place was. So I ordered two, and I was worried because I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. I hope I can understand the menu, because they had a drive-through. So I go to the drive-through, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, and all these different kind of tacos. I have no idea what this menu says. No idea. But then I get down to the bottom, and it says beef taco, chicken taco. I'm like, oh, yay. 2 beef tacos, please. And then the guy spoke English too. I'm like, thank you, God. And they were delicious. I figured out why I like these hats, because this little pointed part, it makes me look like a gnome. Don't I look like a gnome? But I kind of scrunch it down. So I was working on another one of these last night with that Bernay Pop yarn. Do I have it over here? Yeah, down there. It's down at the bottom, that pink, white, and blue. I'm working on a scarf with that. And so I'm doing this really cool stitch. Like, I've never done it before. Well, I mean, I've done the stitch, but the pattern, I had not done this pattern before, and it's turning out really cool. But then I go back and I count, and I did it like you would have to skip a stitch, treble crochet down a row, and then do three single crochets in the back loop. So I went back and I'm looking at the row, and I'm pretty sure I miscounted. So I frogged the whole thing out, and so I really accomplished nothing last night. I didn't. I started watching the night before, season 4 of Outlander, and I figured out I better start with the last episode of season 3, because it had literally been years since I watched season 3. So I did that, and then, oh my God, now I just finished episode 2, and I wanted to go to the, every episode ends on like a cliffhanger, like, what are they going to do? What's going to happen? So you got to watch the next episode. So that ended, and I'm like, no, it's 10 o'clock. I've got to go to sleep. Yeah, got to go to sleep. We're not doing this stay up all night, watch TV thing. So I turned it off, but boy, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. last night's episode was, all about slave ownership, because Claire has gone back in time, and in her time, there's no more slaves, and so she's looking at this plantation with this 150 slaves, and she's going, what the hell? Or, you can't own these people, but anyway, they had all these weird laws back then. Oh, it's snowing again. I looked on the TV, like school buses are delayed for 2 hours. So they're trying to have school. Oh, again this morning, I had to take the garbage out. And I'm thinking, oh, they're not going to come. And I look, and my neighbors got their garbage out. And my son is always telling me, Mom, you're just not used to this weather here. I'm like, fine, I'll take the garbage out. So I do the whole thing, bundle up, get the can out. And I'm like, I'm going to slip and fall in this driveway, and I'm just going to be like this lump laying there in the driveway, flopping around like that little kid in that, Christmas Story. And they're going to have to get a forklift to get me up. But now I got the can out there just fine. I really would be surprised if the garbage man came, but, according to my son, things do go on during this kind of weather. I'm just living in my little bubble here. Me, my house, my dogs. Okay, it's time for this to come down. Yes. Okay. It's warm in here now. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just, I could be on a mountaintop because I don't interact with the neighbors. I'm looking out my window. And somebody said, yes, curtains would be really good at thermoregulation. I agree, but I love the view. So I'm thinking, like, when I get my tax refund, we will invest in some curtains. Because, you're right. I do need curtains here. I need curtains in the living room, too. So living room and in here. And bathroom. Oh, my God. You should see me in the bathroom at night. I have this little window that Malia is convinced the neighbors can see through. I'm convinced the neighbors don't give a shit about what I look like. Like, oh, the fat lady's showering again. So I will, like, literally undress really quick, turn the water on, and then get in the shower. And with the shower curtain. And then by the time I'm done with the shower, the window's fogged up anyway, so nobody can see me. At least I don't think anybody can see me. I don't know. Oh my God, you guys. Mickey called me yesterday. I got to talk to Mickey. She's still in a lot of pain, guys. She got up out of bed because she's like, oh, the housekeeper's coming to clean the house. And I said, well, what time? She's like, 4 o'clock. I'm like, it's noon. Go back to bed. So she's like, no, I wanted to try it. I wanted to see if I could do it. Meaning she wanted to diamond paint. I'm like, okay. So we sat and talked for a little while, and then I had to go, to get bundled up and go to the hospital and get my prescriptions. But it was so nice to speak to her again, But after a little while, she's like, you're right. I'm going to go back and lay down. Oh, this is funny. Funny. This is so pretty, this bottle, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. So I said I was going to redo this with the pink. Where is it? What did I do with it? Oh, is it in here? Hold on. Fairy dust. Here, I was going to put some fairy dust there. Let's do that, shall we? Why not? Let's do that. Let's take some fairy dust out. Oh, it's not even open. Ooh, I can open it. So what national day is today? Today is, well, I had a choice. Either the warm cream cheese brownie day or the umbrella day. So I chose umbrella. Now look at this thumbnail. It is so cute. Yesterday I said, where do the squirrels go when it's snowing? So this little thumbnail has the squirrel holding the umbrella, which is so cute. So according to my research, squirrels they hide in their nest. They make this nest in very tall trees, the kind that I have here, the red squirrels. They climb up these tall trees and they make their nest, and that's where they go during the winter. Or they, and here, this could be my nightmare, unless they have access to your attic, then they'll go in there. I'm like, oh no, no, not my attic. We've already done the raccoon thing. We're not doing the squirrel thing. Okay, let's just see how this looks. All right, I took a few off. I think this is going to be pretty, guys. Pretty. I don't know. I just put a couple in. You can't. You're like, I can't tell a thing. All right, let's just do it anyway. Why not? So I'm taking these off. There's just a few of them anyway. So, like, this is the only pink in the whole picture, I think. Well, the only pink in this particular DMC color. Oh my gosh, I got the sniffles. So here's why I picked Umbrella Day, because do you know umbrellas go back for centuries? They're like the ancient carvings on the cave walls and stuff. You can see umbrellas. So they go back a very, very long ways to protect us from the sun, the rain. My umbrellas are never where I am. Like, if I need an umbrella, the umbrella is not there. Usually there's one in the car. I have one at work, and the idea behind having National Umbrella Day today is because under other circumstances, spring might be headed this direction, but I'm convinced it's not anytime soon. The groundhog was apparently correct in his prediction this year that we are having 6 more weeks of winter, because it's supposed to be like this at my house until the weekend. Really bad, because there's another storm headed this way tomorrow. That's Friday and Saturday, supposed to bring snow, but it's already snowing now. Or actually Thursday and Friday, but this is Wednesday and it's snowing. So I don't see a difference, but but I can look at the national weather, and it's cold everywhere. I'm using these blunt tweezers. This is what they're good for, scraping drills off a canvas. Because that glue. So the other reason I picked National Umbrella Day is because there is such a variety of umbrellas on Amazon that you can order. And now would probably be a good time to shop for an umbrella. That way it'll be here in time for, spring, for the rain that's supposed to come, and, April showers bring May flowers. So, go on Amazon today on National Umbrella Day and order yourself an umbrella or two, and that way when spring comes you'll have them. Yes. Now, like I said, I kind of have them here, there, and everywhere, but I did like the ones that I saw on Amazon. Like, when you open them up, they're decorated on the inside instead of the outside. So when you look up on your umbrella, you can see like these really pretty decorations, like flowers, or maybe it looks like clouds or the beach. I thought that was pretty cute. Oh, this is going to look really, really good, guys. I'll be done in a second, and then I will show you what I did. Okay. So tonight on Craft With Me Wednesday, we're going to color. Myself and my special guest, Craft With Me Christy, and she is big into coloring. So she's going to come on the show with me, and we're going to color. And maybe her son Luke will come on. I love Luke. He's 4 years old, and he is just the cutest. I said, do you want to go on a date? And he's like, do you have a car? He's so cute. He's adorable. So he'll be on the show. No particular coloring book, just maybe my Alice, one of my Alice books. I have a couple of Alice books. I went on Shalene's channel last week, and she was in a different Alice book. She's like, you have to get this one. I'm like, no, I do not. No, don't, no. No more coloring books. Okay, I finished it. All right, let's see if that's better than what I had there. I don't know. I put fairy dust. I took the pink out and we put fairy dust there. Let's turn off the light pod. So, right in here is the fairy dust. I think that looks kind of cool. Now, down in the little butterflies, I may replace that with something, but I don't know what yet. Oh my God, now I'm hot. Okay, so let's put the fairy dust away. Away. That's the sunshine. Here's the fairy dust. I keep thinking there's a Dollar Tree near me that I've never been into. And I'm going to go in there one day and see if they have the little containers that I can put these sparklers in. We shall see. That's this one here. Where's the pen? Pen. Okay. Now, where were we before we interrupted the show for sparklers? Oh, let's talk about this day in history. So, I'm still getting Malia's homework assignments. I guess they're doing remote learning today. There's no way they're going out in this weather. I always say that, and my son says, they're used to it, Mom. I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever you say. I don't want to get to the point where I'm used to it and I don't appreciate it, because I certainly do appreciate it, especially at night. If you turn off all the lights, the street lights against the snow, it's like daylight out there because the snow is so bright white. It's gorgeous, and I would never want to not appreciate that because it's beautiful. Anyway, you're like, Rebecca and her snow. Okay, I know. I'm silly. Okay, so on this day, February 10th, 1996, Garry Kasparov, he is a world chess champion. So after 3 hours, he loses his first game to a computer. It was called Deep Blue. It was an IBM computer. Now, this was one in a series of computers designed to play chess. And so the first game lasted 3 hours, and they were playing by national chess rules or international chess rules or whatever that is. So you have 2 hours to make your first 40 moves. Then you have 2 hours to finish with your last 20 moves, and then you have 1 hour to just finish the game. So that's the rules. Oh, I'm watching this truck pulling into what used to be a parking lot, but is now just snow. What is he doing? He's trying very hard not to slip slide around what is supposed to be this parking lot. Huh. And he's doing donuts. Oh my God. Oh, that looks like fun. Not me. I wouldn't be doing it. He's just going around and around doing donuts. Okay, he stopped. I guess he was having a good time. I think he works at the church here. Wouldn't that be funny if it was the pastor doing donuts in the parking lot? Oh, now he's backing up. What is he doing? Can't decide where he wants to park or if he wants to do some more donuts. He's doing more donuts. He's having fun. Oh my God. How funny. and their toys. Honest to God. Men and their toys. Oh, God, that would be my son. He'd be the one out there doing donuts saying, yep, that's what we do in Kansas. We do donuts in the snow. Oh, he's gone. I guess he just went in there to do donuts. My poor little car, when I first turned it on yesterday, it kind of sputtered, you know. Yeah. And I thought, oh. But then the second time it started. Yeah, he just went over there to do donuts. Isn't that funny? Maybe he went to get some donuts. Now, I would go out in this weather for donuts. Oh, we were talking about the chess game. So anyway, so he lost the first game. Now, this was a series of 6 games. So then he won the second game, and then the next 3 games were like a draw. And then I think he won the last game. And then in a rematch in 2003, same computer. Oh no, it was a different computer. This one was called Deep Junior. The match ended in a tie. So, and then 2 years after that, this Kasparov retired from professional chess. I don't think he retired because he tied the computer, but I don't think that had anything to do with anything. But oh yeah, in that original match, Kasparov won the final game and $700,000 prize for beating the computer. That's an inspiration for playing. It seems awfully boring though, but you know, chess can be awfully boring anyway. So even if you're not playing a computer, even if you have an opponent, I don't think there's a lot of jibber jabbering going on. Like, you know, when us women sit down and have tea and coffee and, you know, I watched that movie, The King's Gambit. Oh, it was a limited series. Very, very good. If you have not seen The Queen's Gambit, it's not about a queen. It's about chess. Which I didn't know at the time. I thought, oh, this is another royal thing, which I love, so I would have watched it anyway. But no, it's about chess. And I don't play chess, but I was still fascinated by the whole thing, really. That's this day in history. Where are we? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So tonight, Craft With Me Wednesday. It will be myself and Craft With Me, Christy, Crafting with Christy. We will be doing a coloring show. And why not? So guys, go out, have a great day. Stay warm, because I know everybody except Mickey in Florida where it was 80 degrees. Oh my God. So we're just not going to include Florida in this last statement, but stay in your house, stay warm, and craft on. Now, if you're in Florida, craft outside. Go out on the patio, put your feet up on your lounge chair, and craft by the pool. There you go. All right, guys, thank you for coming. I hope to see you tonight in Craft With Me Wednesday. If not, I'll see you tomorrow in the morning show. Bye.